What's up, people? So, I think all depression, it stems from boredom. Maybe not all, but definitely 90% of it. Now, people who are not qualified to talk about depression, who are not doctors, people like me, always say that, I'm going to talk about sadness, but not clinical depression. However, I feel that maybe clinical depression also could have its roots in boredom. All kinds of like depression could have its roots in boredom. Because you see, let's not get too technical about it. What the fuck is depression? You feel sad, right? You're like life isn't worth living. You feel lazy. You don't want to get out of bed, and it's like you're on this planet and it's a burden. There's nothing to do. It's a fucking burden. It's pain all the time, and you'd much rather be dead. That's depression. That's sadness. So even if it's not that extreme, even if it's just like you're a grumpy person all the time and shit, it has a connection with boredom. Because just let's not, without going too deep, let's just look at it like this. If you're somebody who's jumping around, laughing, singing, even when you walk, you walk with this like swag, and you're just chill all the time, right? You're happy all the time, and not because you're some stupid idiot who's happy looking at walls. You're happy because you're happy because you're doing the things you love. You're doing fun things. Sometimes people often talk about do what you love, my friend. Find your passion, my friend. Sometimes if you don't have something passionate to do, or if you've been doing one passionate thing for too long, maybe you could just go and do something that's fun. Maybe it's not passionate. Maybe it has nothing to do with anything. It's just pure fun. Could be sex. Could be a night out drinking with friends. Could be an adventurous vacation where you do rock climbing, rafting, shit like that. Could be something experimental. Like I do social experiments all the time. I go on the roads, I go to malls, and I sort of walk up to strangers with random questions. It's like this social experimentation thing I do. Could be a long drive. Should I really make a list? I mean, it's going to be never ending, right? So, it's that. It's just that. When you're feeling bored, right, if you don't do anything about it, if you're feeling bored and you carry on doing the routine you're already doing, that boredom is just going to increase. Because that routine somehow is not working for you. Or you haven't taken a break from that routine for a long time. So when you're feeling bored and it's not changing, it's been a few hours, days maybe, it's not changing. It's time to ask yourself, I'm on this planet, I'm here, I'm in this body, God or no God, whatever, like I'm here right now, and I need some fun, I need some stimulation, I need to go and do some shit, I need to go and do some shit that gives me this, feeling like, yeah, I'm living life, I need some thrill, some stimulation. So that's about it. And then you figure out what you need to do and you do it. There's one thing to keep in mind though. When you look for stimulation, it's yang energy, it's fire energy. If you go and do something action-packed, if you go and do something very fiery, it's all yang energy. So you have to balance it with yin energy. Because let's say you're bored right now. You go and do something, it's fun. Alright? You go and do another thing, it's fun. You go and do a third thing, it's fun. Now, tomorrow when you do these three things, maybe they'll be just like 5% less fun because you're getting progressively desensitized to it. Okay? Progressive desensitization happens. This is how we get over our fears also. If we're afraid of something, we go close to it. First day we are very afraid, second day less, third day even less, and like so on. So, but this progressive desensitization, it also happens with things we like. So we get a certain amount of stimulation. Day 1, day 2 it lessens, day 3 it lessens even more. Now you'll reach a point when that stimulation is just not enough. So you keep on going for more and more and more, and that will drive you nuts. That will drive you nuts. You won't be able to sleep at night. How do you fix this shit? You fix this shit by being yang and yin energy both. So on one hand, you're going out there, doing shit, enjoying life, adventure, boom, 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 madness, fun. On the other hand, you want to have like this other kind of adventure. You want to go deep, you want to meditate, you want to explore temples, monuments, you want to just sit on the beach, you want to just have 2 drinks alone, think, reflect. You want to go for a drive with some soft music, lay back, stuff like that. You want to hold your loved one's hand, you want to hold your woman's or man's hand and just soak in the moment. No talking, no movement, no action. So that's how you balance it. And then when the moment changes, when the vibe changes, you go back to adventure. When the vibe changes, you come back here. So it's just like this, wave kind of thing, or this circular kind of thing that goes on. Because if you're all action all the time, you'll develop a fucking psychological disorder. With that being said, I think boredom needs to be sorted with fun. You gotta find something to do, and you gotta do it. And if you're too busy living a good life, let's just wrap it up with this one statement. If you're too busy living a good life, how can you get sad? How can you get depressed? It's only if you're sitting watching TV like a zombie for 3 hours with nothing to do, fiddling around with your phone, Facebook. Ooh, 3 people have liked my status. I was hoping 6 will. If you're like that, only then you allow for these cracks in your life through which depression can come in. That's it. Cheers.